So, chapters 167, we see that the Emperor is dead, which the rebel army is celebrating their victory, knowing that they've actually have lost so many men, but they've actually won the battle, not knowing that Shura have actually died during the explosion. We actually knew that the Nero 66 army has surrendered, but we knew how the battle had cost them greatly, and many have died, which we seen Elsie actually went over to Siggy, which she actually met him for the first time since they've actually first met, knowing how she came over to actually talk about what happened between him and the Emperor, knowing how they wanted to talk about what they actually did. But we knew that their plan for Siki to take over the universe will come into fruition, but she told her that Shiki made a wrong choice by not actually listening to him, but number 31 will actually knew what he'll actually meant by the destruction of humanity, which he will kill all of humans because that is his goal. But we knew that is not the same Siki that she actually knew. But we actually can tell that he'll still kill every human that he actually will. But we actually knew that she won't be the same person that she met him, because the next time they will actually meet, they will be enemies instead of friends. But we see how Siki say that he'll look forward to their next encounter as well. But back at Eden Zero, everyone is actually still mourns for Witch, who sacrificed herself to actually get everyone's safety, in which we knew that has been 2 days, which everyone is still mourns, by which we seen Weiss walking over to Laguna as he actually take back of what he said, which we knew that he have also lost the princess as well, who also died during the explosion, which he said that he's sorry for his loss, knowing that we actually see Jin told him not to say anything about what actually happened. Meanwhile, we seen Sister Ivory and Hermit actually knew that first Valkyrie actually died, then which another one of the four shining stars, is now gone. And they actually wonder which one of them will be next. But knowingly how they won't actually talk about it, we actually still knew that they already miss her. However, the one who is hurting most is Shiki, who's haven't eaten anything, in which Rebecca have actually came to see him. But we knew that he actually won't eat anything, not knowing of what actually happened, by which she actually knew that he remembers what he told Homura about Valkyrie back at Sunjewel, in which we knew about what actually happens when he remembers which. knowing of how he still remembers everything, by which she actually knew that he never should forget about her, but she actually showed him that she's not okay because she's been trying to do her cat lemur powers for 2 days, only the result of her body keep breaking apart, in which she actually showing her the result, in which he actually was completely upset about what happened to Rebecca, but we knew that they'll keep going forward because everyone around him are family, which he actually will not forget. So we actually see what happened after the aftermath, in which we see how Rebecca reminded Shiki that they are family after her body suffered a side effect of the cat lemur. So we actually knew what all this happened, after which sacrificed herself. So we're going to see what's going to happen on chapter 168. So in this chapter, we actually see how the council actually talking about Jaguar Dev as well as Cree from Justice's team, knowing how many lives they actually have lost during the battle on Nero 66. But they actually realized that they have defeated the Emperor, but they actually knew that there are 4 members left on the Horatio Saints Galactica, but those individuals will be revealed soon when we actually knew how Eraser kept things quiet. But we actually see how the individuals are actually knew that Elsie is not actually a threat. But the biggest problem they actually suffer is the 3 others, which of course we see Deaden Crow, the Titan of the Eternal Darkness, Archbishop, Saint Fire Nox, and God Archia, Archno Ella, the Mother of Dragons, which those 3 are the only ones are actually labeled as a threat. So they're going to defeat the other 6 and also bring peace to the universe, which we actually see how their meeting with Siggy actually met what actually happens, which is actually against their rule of bringing up Siggy. But we actually see that Jesse told everyone that Kree is dead, which it was all a lie that he's going to tell them of who actually killed him, which we knew that he actually said that Kree was actually killed by Homura, knowing that they actually realized during the battle that he was killed by a gunshot, but we actually knew how they all actually met for Kree, as we seen that he lied about who killed him, but now we knew how we see back at this sand planet, everyone is actually recovering from their injuries, in which we knew how everyone is family. in which we actually see how they are happy they are actually survive. Which Goodwin asks how Rebecca is doing, which she is actually resting from the side effects of the cat lemur. But now we actually see how everyone around the planet can actually celebrate the loss of their friend, in which when people actually die, they say they went to the home to the Sea of Stars, which robots with hearts as well, in which they actually take a lantern as a sign of their life and send it towards the Sea of Stars as well, in which they actually have done that in honor of which in which all the lanterns that people actually is doing are now sending up to the Sea of Stars as they have lost a loved one as well, which everyone is actually looking on of what actually has happened, in which we knew that Weiss actually knew that Laguna had lost someone as well. So we knew that they all went to the Sea of Stars as Shiki actually remembers which regrets as Eden's mother that they will never forget her as long as she will be in their hearts forever. So they have actually have sending out the lanterns as a sign of their lives they have lost and send it to the Sea of Stars, in which they will never forget about Witch and all the things that she has actually have done for them. So we're going to see what's going to happen on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime Guy around here saying sign out. Laters and be safe.